2 extras in case of difficulty. And you will see Secretariat being led. His number is 2, but he goes into the number 1 post.
Hello, my name is Nile Ramsbottom. Not exactly a household name, right? But I was formerly an officer of Purina Mills and a member of the Chicago Board of Trade. More recently, I played a key role in the creation of the biodiesel industry. Some, in fact, have called me Mr. Biodiesel. The company I helped found is now listed on NASDAQ. Agriculture, commodities, renewable energy, yes, but more than these, my career expertise has been leadership. I would like to relate a story to you that I think is a great example of leadership, both on an individual basis and a team basis. There's a moment in history I'm especially fond of. It would be hard to find a more exciting moment in history or one that made a more definitive and lasting statement of achievement. It is a moment that fittingly crowned one of the greatest careers ever enjoyed in any field. The historical moment was June 9, 1973. Since I've written about it in my book, Prepare for Leadership, I'll read to you that account. He was arguably the greatest professional athlete in American history. A poll of top sports journalists would undoubtedly place him unanimously in the top 5. He was on the covers of Newsweek, Sports Illustrated, and Time in the same week, a feat accomplished by no other athlete. He was described in Time as having a neck like a buffalo, a back as broad as a sofa. Pete Axhelm of Newsweek wrote, "He is a banner of health and rippling power," claiming that watching him leaves observers convicted that for one of those moments that seldom occur in any sport, they have witnessed genuine greatness. Now, I don't have anything that would qualify as a man cave, but I do have 3 pictures of Secretariat on my basement wall. Only one of them bears the autograph of Ron Turcotte, the jockey associated with the racing sensation, also known as Big Red and America's Super Horse. And they are not framed audaciously so as to leave visitors in awe. They are there for my appreciation alone. Secretariat was born on March 30th, 1970 at the Meadow Stud Farm in Doswell, Virginia, to parents something royal and bold ruler. Who better to produce an offspring that would wear the crown of American horse racing? At age 3, Secretariat became the first horse to win the Triple Crown in a quarter of a century. By then, he was already widely celebrated. He had been the first 2-year-old to be named Horse of the Year. He would, of course, become the first horse to enjoy that title in back-to-back years. By the time Secretariat stepped onto the dirt track at Belmont in 1973, the first 2 legs of the Triple Crown were already his. And he had 16 wins, 3 track records, and 2 world records to his credit. Most speed horses entering the Belmont Stakes with a chance at Triple Crown glory fade in the last quarter mile of the grueling 1½ mile race. So the question was, would he last? It wasn't a question the odds makers took too seriously. Secretariat entered the race as a 10-to-1 favorite. Halfway through the race, Secretariat was neck and neck with Sham, the only horse to challenge him in the Kentucky Derby and the Preakness. But Sham spent himself trying to keep up and began to fade. Secretariat did the opposite, pouring on the speed and extending his lead to 15 lengths, then 18, 21, 25, and finally winning by 31 lengths. He set a world record and shattered the track record by 2 3/5 seconds. More than 40 years later, no winner of the Belmont has yet posted a time within 2 seconds of Secretariat's 2 minutes and 24 seconds. He would go on to finish his amazing career with a 6½ length win on the 1 5/8 mile track of the Canadian International Championship Stakes. Secretariat has always inspired me. He set high standards that created high expectations and consistently rose to the occasion by outperforming the bar he had set. The members of his support team equally inspired me. They made it possible for Secretariat to have his opportunity to shine, and for fans of horse racing around the world to experience the thrill of watching America's Super Horse. Great expense and risk, time, patience, nurturing, and coordinated care by owners, trainers, groomers, exercise riders, veterinarians, horseshoers, and many others led to the race day finishing touches of Secretariat's jockey Ron Turcotte. Everyone did his or her part. If they hadn't, no one would have ever heard of the great American racehorse. The only thing more impactful than a well-prepared person is a well-prepared team of well-prepared persons. The Secretariat team was such a team. Masterful in their respective areas of discipline, each team member was dedicated to one goal: preparing Secretariat for race day. As a result, together they made history. They did things that have not been equaled with the advantages of over 50 years of advancement in science and technology. Yes, Secretariat was very special, but only unselfish devotion to every detail of the preparation on the part of his team members assured Secretariat his shot at immortalization. Abraham Lincoln may be the best well-known proponent of preparation. The man whose name is on street signs and monuments and museums throughout our nation was once a little-known political hopeful who said, "I will prepare, and one day my chance will come." Known for his leadership in the most challenging of times, Lincoln believed success to be a reward for people ready to achieve it. The most famous statement on the matter was, "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening my axe." But preparation does not belong atop a list of should or ought tos. It belongs atop the list of things we are most passionate about. A dutiful mentality towards necessity of preparation is common. Love for preparation is rare. So the question you must answer is this: have you got the love? Now what I mean is, do you have genuine passion for preparation? If your answer is no, you have lots of company. Passion for preparation is cultivated, and I am here to teach you how to cultivate that passion so that it takes you where your dreams and goals are. Preparation is the basis for confidence and calm in each circumstance. And confidence is the key to decisiveness and action-oriented leadership. Thanks for listening.
Line, and they're off. Looks like the early lead goes to My Gallant. Yes, My Gallant going for the lead with Twice the Prince on the outside. Secretariat away very well, has good position on the rail, and in fact is now going up with the leader. They're moving for the first turn. It is Secretariat. Sham on the outside is also moving along strongly, and now it's Sham. Sham and Secretariat are right together into the first turn. My Gallant has third behind them. Then it's Twice the Prince, and the trailer is Private Smiles as they go by the turn. Those two together, Sham on the outside. Sham getting ahead in front as they move around the turn with Secretariat second. Then there's a large gap. Make it 8 lengths back to My Gallant in third and Twice the Prince fourth. And Private Smiles is still the trailer. They're on the backstretch. It's almost a match race now. Secretariat's on the inside, by ahead. Sham is on the outside. They've opened 10 lengths on My Gallant, who is third by ahead, with Twice the Prince fourth. Then it's another 8 lengths back to Private Smiles, who is trailing the field. They continue down the backstretch, and that Secretariat now taking the lead. He's got it by about a length and a half. Still Sham, 10 lengths back. My Gallant, Twice the Prince. They're moving on the turn now. For the turn at Secretariat. He looks like he's opening. The lead is increasing. Make it 3 and a half. He's moving into the turn. Secretariat holding on to a large lead. Sham is second, and then it's a long way back to My Gallant and Twice the Prince. They're on the turn. Secretariat is blazing along. The first 3/4 of a mile in 1:09 4/5. Secretariat is widening now. He is moving like a tremendous machine. Secretariat by 12. Secretariat by 14 lengths on the turn. Sham is dropping back. It looks like they'll catch him today as My Gallant and Twice the Prince are both coming up to him now. But Secretariat is all alone. He's out there almost a 1/16 of a mile away from the rest of the horses. Secretariat is in a position that is impossible to catch. He's into the stretch. Secretariat leads his field by 18 lengths. And now Twice the Prince is taken second, and My Gallant has moved down to third. They're in the stretch. Secretariat has opened a 22